Alright, so we are in Goonies land. This building that has county jail on it now. The film museum is where they had the jailbreak at the beginning of the movie. Across the street, the Flavel house, where one of the characters' fathers worked. It's also a museum now. Museum's closed at 4. It's 3 o'clock now. We got a late start. We'll be back here tomorrow to get all the touristy stuff out of the way. In this episode, we really are going to focus a lot on Goonies in the city of Astoria. This was the actual jail cell that they used in the opening sequence, Jailbreak. As you see, the pipe on the wall is actually where the guy had hung himself. I will have a link in my notes below of where you can find that opening sequence to compare it to some of the things that I'm going to be showing in this video. I cannot actually put them in the video because that would be violating copyright. However, you can go ahead and watch that and then come back and finish watching this episode. You can kind of see where all that stuff came from. Somebody stole Spielberg's tag. Now they probably have to replace that every day. There are a lot of other things in this museum besides Goonies memorabilia, though the lion's share is Goonies. There are lanterns that were from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie and a number of posters from movies that were created throughout the state of Oregon. All in all, this was a very informative tour. A lot of Goonies memorabilia, especially in the one jail cell. They had a gift shop that also specialized in Goonies and other movie memorabilia. But for the most part, if you're a Goonies fan, Astoria is a very fun place to check out. Alright, so this is an interesting place, to say the least. A little bit more of the history of the jail around this back corridor. But they pretty much obviously are leaning on the Goonies side a lot. Though the only thing really talking about the other movies that was shot in Oregon is just some posters on the wall, so. Alright, so now we're in the filming area. All green screened. Mm-hmm. This one's closed off.
Yeah, temporarily.
Okay.
Yeah. So much of this, you know?
What is this? $85?
So they do have a statue of David statue that was used. It was actually on the table. It was not the one that got knocked off, but it was one of the tables. Okay, here we go. Jumpsuit, canvas jumpsuit from which movie? Universal movie. Storyboards. Is this creatures from CTHULHU, however you pronounce that. So I could probably stand in front of the green screen and put my own background to it. So here I am in front of the green screen. And I could do the thing that they're going to do, the picture of the car set, but I'd rather do my own thing. So that's pretty cool. We could have come in here. Oh, Free Willy. Free Willy. Kindergarten Cop was here as well. The Black Stallion. The car plunging into the ocean. Oh, man, that was some wild shot. Movie called Shattered, 1991. There are so many movies that kind of fall into the waste bin of I don't know where this ever went or what it was. There's some of these movies I've never heard of, and I'm kind of a movie buff to some degree. One more great film quote I don't see up here. And that was, did they give up when the Nazis bombed Pearl Harbor? Yes, great quotes. Goonies never say die.
His number is not glued upside down. I mean, if they really...
I think you're supposed to break it off yourself and reglue it. Well, that was fun. Oh, another green screen opportunity. So I'm gonna basically put myself in just about any place here. So
Okay.
I'll put myself in the Goonies movie.
Well, we're waiting.
Oh, let's go. People are waiting. Here we go. On our way out. Thank you. So we're gonna tour that place next. Yeah. Now I did get the van, not the van, that Jeep, the black Jeep Cherokee was here yesterday, and I hadn't seen the movie till last night, and now I realized I wish I would have gotten more shots of it, but I did shoot it because I figured it had to be significant, but I didn't get much.
Well, and then she said, now what we want to do, we're going to go over to the Flavel house.
Yeah.
And so she said to go to the carriage house first, and that's where we get our Victorian invitation.
Okay.
To go to into the Flavel house.
All right, let's go do that.
See a short film on
and I think
the family themselves.
So this is the visitor center, carriage house museum.
It is. Exactly. You know, like the buildings.
Yeah, so this is going to be torn down for a parking lot for the court buildings next door. Would that have been a tragedy or what?
Oh, oh, I love the teddy bear in the window. That's hysterical. That's adorable. And
The grounds are just gorgeous.
The grounds here are just gorgeous.
You do.
Well, I think they have to stamp the one they...
Grand Square piano was given to the oldest daughter when they moved into the home. And then the picture behind the Grand Square piano was done by an artist. Cleveland Rockwell was a renowned maritime artist. And he and the captain were acquaintances. And then here above the door, that was painted by Cleveland Rockwell as well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So there is a lot of artwork in here. He was more a quiet man, and didn't want that picture. He didn't want to have a portrait, but apparently maybe his wife and two daughters and son talked him into it. But Cleveland Rockwell painted that as well.
Wow.
Not enough to
Make it worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a fun thing. When the kids come in and they look bored, I tell them to go look in the mirror.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Captain George Edward Flavel was born November 17, 1823, and died July 3, 1893. He was an Irish-American maritime pilot and entrepreneur. Flavel would go on to amass a fortune with a business managing pilot boats on the Columbia River, making him a prominent local figure and one of the first millionaires in Oregon. In addition to barge piloting, he was involved in several other entrepreneurial endeavors, including operating a wharf in Astoria and managing a coal business from Australia. At the time of his death in 1893, Flavel had a net worth of nearly $2 million US, equivalent to $56 billion today. Flavel built this 11,600 square foot Queen Anne mansion in Astoria in 1886. It was built on a lot running an entire city block. The rumored cost of the home was $36,000. Surrounding the house are 9 trees planted by the family gardener, Louis Schultz, which Flavel had acquired from various locations across the world during his voyages. It is kind of interesting to imagine when people were just living their daily lives here. What do you think? Yeah, so I mean, you almost hear the footsteps of the day-to-day work and stuff they're doing.
Beautiful.
Kids that play. This is the main staircase we're taking, not the little weird spiral one in the back. So up to the bedrooms. In his later life, Flavel also helped manage the First National Bank of Astoria beginning in 1886 and served as its president until his death. A lot. Over the far end. Oh, they look like a nice couple. It's Mandy. I know the answer to that. Why no one ever smiled in the old pictures.
Okay, so this right here. So that was the original piece at the top of the. Right there. Awesome. So this was Nellie's bed chamber.
Interesting. Is this a Jack and Jill washroom? And this was Katie's room. So Katie and her sister shared a washroom between rooms. Typical Victorian fashion. This was Mary's room, and it was typical Victorian fashion, just like we saw at the Mackey Mansion, to have adjoining bedrooms. This is her sitting room. What an amazing sitting room. If you open those up, that was pretty awesome. This is the captain's room. Yes, this is the captain's bed chamber. It was kind of weird back then. They'd have adjoining rooms, but they had separate beds. He has the fireplace, she doesn't. How rude is that? The kids had fireplaces. Do I dare look into the mirrors here? I do not want a what was that moment.
Why am I flashing? Jen, washer and dryer.
The washer and dryer? Now that's pretty progressive to have a washer and dryer in the bedroom.
You can see where it's starting to deteriorate.
So family portraits, to answer the question, why didn't anybody smile? They didn't smile because what you don't see is there's something that's holding them perfectly still, and the shutter speed of these old cameras, in order to get a proper exposure, was so slow that if you tried to hold a smile, you would wind up blurring the image. It takes less muscles to sit there with a totally straight face than it does to try to smile, or to frown for that matter. So basically, the whole concept of not smiling was so you don't blur the image. This would have to be the son's room, but why is there a bassinet in there? This is the stairway to the attic, which we cannot go up. But here is the privy, the bathroom, hot and cold sink, cabinet toilets under the flap. And
I would have to make for one cold
I
bath.
don't have to go to the bathroom. Well, you have hot water, that should heat it up. And a view for a bath. So that's got to be the water cistern that would hold the water, pipes running through the wall to the flushing toilet down below. Very ingenious. One bathroom shared by 5 people. But then again, they each had their own wash-up area and their own bedroom, so that should be good. This is the downstairs. Surprised you didn't have to go down first.
Yeah. Normally. Well.
Nobody trying to push you down the stairs on this one?
Nope, actually they're helping.
You want to say what was that? Okay, never mind. All right, I think I'm going to shut this off so you don't just see tumbling right down the stairs on the camera. Here we go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I would like to. I love the concept of wraparound porch. Imagine just being able to get up here. A lot of these buildings were not out there. You had a clear shot of the river. These other buildings weren't there yet. The sky is gorgeous behind it. We are in search for the Goonies home.
Okay.
The one they tried to save. Or they did save by finding One-Eyed Willie's treasure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't think we're gonna get up there, but. That looks good. Oh,
At the
they're
stop
closed.
sign, turn left onto Duane Street, then turn left onto 38th Street.
No outlet.
Well, it's right there.
Okay.
No outlet. Let's see if I can see it.
Turn left onto 38th Street, then the destination is on your right.
Because I'll probably have a better shot from here. Oh, great. I just lost the view.
Well,
Had the perfect shot from there. Yeah, I can't go up there.
yeah. There's no
I can't
outlet.
go up there. So
Yeah, that's why it's
what we
blocked
need,
off.
well, where I was perfect. So
Okay, well, you have. Yep. Yep. That's a good spot right there. Okay, now let me get my. Hold on.
all right, so that was the house. Now there's a house behind
Not
it that was
blocked.
Mikey's house. So I got to get out of the way here.
Back up just a little.
We're kind of blocking places we shouldn't be blocking here.
Yeah. You can back
I mean, I could go up and turn around again.
up.
All right, so that's the best we can do. Don got some photos in case mine doesn't look right. And that was the house. I guess people abuse the privilege. They would allow people to park and walk up, and there were some people that did. But they abused the privilege of letting them drive up, so there you go. I finally found the last location that I've been looking for Goonies. Opening sequence, Chunk smashes his pizza and his milkshake against a window. And we found that location. Now it has changed a bit since then. The 76 gas station is no longer a 76 gas station. It looks like it is the Chevron, but the windows behind me are the windows that he was at. And it's actually a bowling alley. Here's the view. Okay, so the McDonald's is where the 76 station was, or there's the telephone pole is there. The Travel Tours Cruise Center is there. And that is actually the view they had shooting out. So, in fact, it was in the middle window. So this is the middle window right here. It would help if I would have pulled up the address in the first place. I wouldn't have been having the trouble. Interesting thing is right up the street, right up there's the Flavel House, excuse me, and also the film museum, which was the jail. So this is the location. Hey, you guys.
Any hints on where that is?
Yeah, so we're great. We're going to end this one here. Our Astoria Goonies tour.
Yep.
We have a ton of stuff left for Astoria. I mean, so much. We can't even name it all.
Astoria is such a great town.
Oh, it's amazing
I mean, if
stuff.
I had a place to choose to live, probably in Oregon, it would be Astoria.
And the surrounding
And,
areas.
yeah, it's just beautiful. It's great. Really great fish and chips.
Oh my gosh, awesome.
Shout out to Leanne and Larry on that one place. And
Yeah, we actually had two different places there. We had fish and chips at the Fishmonger.
yep.
And that's what Larry and Leanne told us about. And then we also went to the boat.
But the Fishmonger's not in Astoria.
No, but it's in the vicinity.
In the vicinity. It's not far. But you have to find it because it's in this little neighborhood.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
Check that out.
So, but it's great fish and chips.
In Hammond, Oregon, actually.
Yes.
Hammond.
Okay.
And then the other fish and chips place was the boat.
Yeah.
What was that called? Downtown. I'll put the title down below
I don't
here.
remember.
Anyways, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We need subscribers, please. Yeah, so get everyone you know to subscribe. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. No, maybe. Well, they're not our enemies. Okay, so anyway, we need subscribers. And also,
Hit that bell.
the notification bell.
Hold on.
Yeah, notification bell. Because it tells us,
Can I take...
take two.
Hit that notification bell
Because it tells us what?
when we subscribe.
Take three.
I'm tired.
Hit that notification bell. Every Sunday at 2 o'clock. There we go. And thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Those are good too. Leave us a comment. Or not. But yeah, leave us a comment. I always look at the comments.
I'm sorry.
And until the next episode, safe travels.
Lunch.